Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Jordan here. Today we're going to be taking a detailed look at the LEGO Ideas tribute to Galileo, which is actually a gift with purchase that is coming out on November 1st. Unfortunately, at this time, I don't know what the spending threshold is, but I'm sure we're going to find that out within the next couple days here. So this is actually a LEGO Ideas set. It comes with 307 pieces, and it's LEGO set 40595. It's pretty cool that this is a LEGO Ideas set and it's a GWP. However, it's not the first of its kind. Other LEGO Ideas GWPs include the Vintage Car, the Cosmic Cardboard Adventure, Ray the Castaway, Women of NASA, and also the Sailboat Adventure. There might be a couple more as well. For example, I think the Space Rocket Ride was also one. The tribute to Galileo is definitely a pretty neat one. It's just like a little vignette of Galileo's office, and you can see the size and dimensions of it right here on the back side of the box, and also one of the moving features. Let's crack it open and have a look. I cut the tape which sealed the box, and check it out. On the side of the box we've got this nice image right here. Galileo is looking through his modified telescope and has a really nice balcony there, which is surrounded by some vegetation. The 307 pieces are divided among 3 different building stages. In addition to all of those pieces, we get 2 large triangular black plates, a small sticker sheet, and also the instruction manual. Inside the instruction manual, there is a picture of the original designer. She was the LEGO Ideas Grand Prize winner, and there is a write-up about her as well. So this is actually a really neat build for a promo. You start with the base, and you put these like weird Technic pieces in the base, those like, what is that, dark azure, I believe. And you create this really unique shape, and those Technic pieces are then encased inside the base of it. And once you got your base that's constructed using dark tan, brown, and black, then you tile it all off really nicely with dark gray. And there's some corner tiles and some jumpers and some studs and some brackets that go on the front. And that's how you can attach the nameplate that comes with this GWP. Once you get your base constructed, then it's time to start actually creating the vignette. And the vignette mainly is dark tan and also nougat. And it's really cool because it actually has 2 studs of depth, so it does a really good job of sort of framing his office. And it's neat because the walls have to hinge. That's how they're going to match the shape of the base. So you actually build these panels and then you attach them all together using hinges. And then once you finally get it constructed, you're able to attach that to the dark gray base that you built in the first step. So building stage number 1 is the base. Building stage number 2 is the curved backdrop for the vignette. And bag number 3 is all of the interior details. And this is also where you build your Galileo minifigure. So reddish brown shelf with some added detail. It also has a drawer unit. Then is pretty neat desk there that actually has a moving function, and then some details of Galileo's sort of discoveries as well, which are scattered throughout his office, like the telescope and some other miniature things as well. So overall, I really enjoyed building this set. I found it is a little bit higher quality than your average GWP. I guess that's because it's an actual LEGO Ideas set, but just the construction of it just felt a little bit more technical and a little bit more advanced. It sort of reminded me of a GWP that I no longer have for some reason, and that is Eiffel's apartment. You could only get that when you purchased the Eiffel Tower when it originally came out, and for some reason I decided to give mine away. This GWP also makes me wonder, are they ever gonna give us a Leaning Tower of Pisa? Starting with the Galileo minifigure, it's pretty basic. He's got a nice beard and a nice hairpiece. The torso just has some print detailing on it, and that can be seen on the back side as well. His facial expression is sort of grumpy, but I'd probably be grumpy too if I was being imprisoned by the church for my discoveries. Yeah, so it makes sense. So definitely a nice little GWP. I like the 1x6 tile with the sticker saying Galileo Galilei on the brackets there. All nicely tiled off too in dark gray. You can position your minifigure however you want throughout this little vignette. His desk does have some nice details as well, such as the picture of the moon, which is a sticker element. He discovered that the moon has mountains and craters, so that sort of makes sense. Then he has a ink and quill, and also a representation of the sun, and then I believe the earth, which rotates around the sun, because he actually confirmed that theory. And that's what those Technic gears that are embedded in the base actually sort of power. When I spin this back here, you'll see that the Earth actually rotates around the sun. So it's pretty cool that there is that play feature. There's one other thing on his desk there, and that represents a geometric compass, which in fact Galileo did invent. So I've removed his desk. You can see there's a hole right there between those triangular plates. This bar, which connects to the sun and goes through his desk, goes in there and then connects to those Technic elements, and that's how that rotating function is created. So his desk has one of those modified plates with the holes, and that's how you're able to feed that bar through. Then it's got some 1x reddish brown plates on the side. It's nicely tiled off, and then it has some of these fancy bricks to represent the legs of the desk. Behind his desk is a little cabinet. So in the base of it, there is a drawer unit, which is built using snot bricks and 1x2 jumpers. You can see there's one additional jumper that was used, so we have like a crooked drawer. And then above that, there is a shelf that has a cup or a goblet and also some books, which are built using 2x2 jumpers. Just behind Galileo's desk is a 4x4 sticker element, which is placed on a 4x4 dark orange tile. And that is of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, which makes sense because that is where Galileo is from. So as we saw on the side of the box, there is some vegetation that frames this window or balcony right here. I like these green, like elvish pieces to represent vines. It's very nice. And then we have the leaves that frame that window as well. The railing is created using some telescopes and also a tile. And just behind those telescope elements, we have Galileo's modified telescope, because he actually modified the telescope, made some improvements to it, and that's how he's able to make some of his discoveries. This is built using some gold connectors, the 1x2 rounded plates, and also some candlesticks. Just behind the telescope is another printed piece, and this is a minifig head in tan with brown print detailing, and it represents a globe. I'm having trouble identifying two things in this set, and those are the spheres on the left side here. They sit on the 2x4 modified brick with like the axle holes, and then they're on the 2x2 like jumper tiles. What are those? Do they represent planets? Because I know among his discoveries were some planets, so maybe that's it. If you know what that is, you let me know by commenting below. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't know how much you have to spend to get this GWP, but we'll find out at the latest on November 1st, because that's when this GWP is issued. I think it's a sick set. I love the minifig that you get, some of the sticker elements, and also the fact that the planet can actually go around the sun, while the Earth can go around the sun. You get the telescope. I love the way that it's built, how like there's the nougat and the tan masonry, which is sort of inset. You got some depth there, and the way that this vignette actually just sits on the base is super cool. So definitely a snazzy GWP. Thank you so much for coming on by. Please remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff, and have yourselves a fantastic day. Farewell.